A very good morning, traders. Today is Friday, April 25th, and we're here on the daily time frame. I decided to start on a blank canvas, so to say. I have my Heikenashi here open for us, and let's get to the daily market analysis on the DAX, and I decided to open this from scratch, and we can open the indicators tab together and set up our trading desk for today. I, however, left these key levels here on the chart, and still because they're very valid, and we can start looking at how to build our trading day from the key levels onward and daily time frame. If you're new to the channel, you can view the original video here on this double stochastic, what am I about to open on the chart, and how I trade this on a daily basis if I trade. Today, on the global market side on the US side, there will be quite a little planned and scheduled activity. Overall consumer sentiment will be published in New York at 10 o'clock, so we won't be having to look so much on what's going to happen for the S&P 500 and how that would be moving DAX. However, it's even not so much about Fed right now as it is about the individual in the White House publishing erratic stuff. So whether there's news on the tariffs or peace talks in Russia-Ukraine war, so those might be the key drivers for DAX on any time frame. We drill down from this daily time frame to 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and 3 minutes after we look at the hourly time frame, and I keep my entries and exit levels there on the 5 and 3 minute, depending on the market conditions and events within intraday. But the key levels are these 23,505 and 18,788. This is the major range here, and now the price has gone up yesterday. As you remember, who were watching yesterday, we were looking on a positive note, and sure enough, it went up. It has exhausted somewhat overnight. We'll drill down soon and we'll see those after we open the indicators. And the markets in Asia are climbing because investors altogether assess the climate in a positive note. The Nikkei overnight is up some 1.69 percentage. Hong Kong index is also following 1.39%, and Shanghai is hovering just on the positive note, 0.15%. Let's go to the indicators tab, and this is how you set up your indicators using this strategy. You go to the indicators tab and you open stochastic and just simply click it 2 times. And so this is the default settings that you will see stochastic with values 14 look back period, 1 and 3 smoothing. And what I'll do here with these, let's say we'll convert this into the slow moving stochastic. I change the color into white because I want it to look different from the fast moving stochastic, and I use the value 66, 3 and 3 smoothing, and this is how it looks. Moves very calmly and slowly and gives you the overall market confirmation and on the market condition. And then the other one, I use the values of 20 look back period and smoothing 3 and 3. The style can remain this orange and blue. Sometimes I use this lighter blue here. And then what I'll do is I move this to the existing pane above, so they are overlaid together, and this is the basic foundation of this double stochastic strategy. I would be really happy to hear your comment on this strategy, how you see this working compared to the strategy you have probably used and the indicators, and ideas how you take your trades on the market. I use this to treat my trading as business. I want to help people to get clarity from the confusion and all the possible strategies out there, and hundreds of indicators available to them to lessen down the possible options to very good momentum indicator that gives clarity on below and above the 50% levels, which I can put the middle band here. Let's use the red color, and we can also change the middle band into a solid line. So yes, now that we are trading on the daily time frame above the 50% level, it is confirmed on a positive note. Yesterday it was opening upwards, and as we spoke yesterday, you can view the video from the trading and investing playlist on this channel, what we had a look at it yesterday. It is continuing to the upside. However, we don't take our trades on this daily time frame. Instead, we know now that longs are good. We're good for on the positive momentum. This was what yesterday was happening. The fast moving stochastic had diverted from the slow one, but as mentioned yesterday, it returned like a rubber band up to the slow moving stochastic, so they are now grouped to the upside. The price has been, if we soon go to 15 and 5 minutes, it looks a bit exhausted here on the overbought levels, but as you can see, perhaps this fast one is again moving and pushing the price even further. And we have quite a lot of room here. Quite a lot of room here still from 22,148 to the top of the range, some 32 bars. 6% possible gain if it proves to go to the top of the range within 3 days, within today, within next week. However, the price obviously loves to range, so as you can see, somewhat of support has been found here, so I wouldn't be surprised if this price comes back and tests this 21,750 or even back to 21,560 before it will move back up again. But this totally depends obviously on the market sentiment and what's being published in the international scheme of things. But this will act as a major resistance when it gets there. But that's on the outlook on the hour. This is what 15-minute looks like. Pretty much the same. You have to pull it out from the too close view to see what's going on. We can remove this drawing now on the 3-minute. It's just bothering us. There you go. It's on all the possible levels. It's hovering on the overbought levels, and it looks good on the positive note, but you have to be careful with this so that you don't end up in a bad position, especially if you're in a leveraged position and you're longing on this and the price tries to come back and test these levels. So as there is some 6% upside possible, but there's probably a 2% roughly downside here, so that would probably trigger your intraday stop loss levels already. This looks good and solid for Friday. Anything can happen in the market, but you be safe, trade smart, and use this strategy. Give me a comment, hit that like button to notify other traders on this wonderful strategy, and let me know what do you think, and if I should look at your strategy, I would be happy to hear about it. And it's Friday. I wish you all a happy weekend and see you again next week and on Monday.